moving on to Rwanda. Did you guys hear that they are sponsoring Arsenal sleeves next season? Okay, so Rwanda signed a sponsorship and tourism promotion deal with Arsenal. They are giving Arsenal $40 million to write "Visit Rwanda" on the left sleeve of their shirts. Of course, a lot of people have been criticizing the Rwandan government for doing this. Some people are saying that if you have that kind of money, why not use it to tackle poverty in your country? So let me tell you the government side, and then I'll tell you the critics side as well. Now, the government of Rwanda says that tourism is a huge part of their economy. In fact, they say it's one of the major sources of income for the government of Rwanda. In 2016, Rwanda made $400 million from tourism, and last year they made $444 million for tourism. So the government is saying that the money is coming from the tourism industry, that they are reinvesting their profits in order to make more profit, which makes business sense, right? The only thing is the Rwandan lawmakers did not approve the move. People are saying that the president, Kagame, is the one that is Arsenal's fan. That as a matter of fact, he would fly his private jet to go and watch them live, all the way from Rwanda. And so many people believe that this decision is basically his decision. Now, to the argument of critics, they are saying, yes, they've developed the capital, Kigali. It's beautiful, it's clean. And it's true that they've really developed Kigali since the genocide. They've really done that. But they are saying that once you leave Kigali, it's not like that everywhere. By the way, the government of Rwanda allegedly manipulates poverty statistics. And this has been going on for years. But despite allegedly manipulating the numbers by reducing the number of people below the poverty line from 57% to 45%, more than 60% of the population reportedly still lives in extreme poverty. Besides that, Rwanda is still heavily dependent on foreign aid. 17% of its 2017-2018 budget was financed through foreign grants, and another 17% of the budget was from internally and externally secured loans. So they do get a lot of money. For example, in 2014, the EU gave Rwanda 460 million euros, which is almost $600 million. UN gave them $400 million to fight hunger. The US gives Rwanda about $200 million every year. World Bank gives them hundreds of millions of dollars every year. So they do depend on foreign aid, which is why people are criticizing their decision to sponsor Arsenal with $40 million. And of course, some of their donors are already rethinking their donation to Rwanda after hearing about the $40 million deal. Netherlands, for example, is already considering canceling their aid to Rwanda, saying that if they have this kind of money, why should they support them? So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think they need to spend $40 million to tell people to come to Rwanda? Are there other things that they can do to get positive reviews, like in the media? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they can start by releasing all political prisoners. You guys remember the 35-year-old lady that tried to run against Kagame in the last election, Diane Wigara? She's still in prison. The lady is still in prison despite thousands of people petitioning for her release. They've jailed her and her mother since last year. Not only that, while she's in prison, they auction all her assets. Don't forget that her father used to be a critic of Kagame as well until he died in a mysterious accident, and the family cried out that there's a foul play in their father's death. Another idea would be maybe they should release Victoria Ungambire, the woman that challenged Kagame in 2010 and has been in prison since then, since 2010. I mean, already they are getting a lot of people to visit Rwanda. If they release the political prisoners, maybe more people would be interested in Rwanda and think about visiting Rwanda. Another thing is maybe they should stop changing the constitution so that Kagame could be president till 2034. 2034. I don't know. These are just some ideas. I'm just thinking about, cheaper ways to market Rwanda rather than spending $40 million. Also, when was the last time that you heard that people protested in Rwanda? They cannot. You would never hear that they protest because you are not allowed to say anything bad about the government. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if they let people have freedom in Rwanda, freedom of expression, that maybe that could be a marketing strategy that, there is freedom in Rwanda and stuff like that. I don't know. But as much as they try to paint Rwanda as a perfect country, during the Commonwealth game in Australia, do you know that 2 of their players disappeared? Their weightlifting coach disappeared while his athlete was competing. As in, the guy said that he wanted to go to the toilet. That was how he disappeared. He's now filing for asylum in Australia. I'm like, if Rwanda is great, why would the guy disappear? And then one of their volleyball players also said that she was going to the toilet. That was how she also disappeared. First of all, I don't know what it is with Rwandan athletes and toilets. I don't know what. Maybe their own citizens will stop disappearing if there is freedom of expression in Rwanda. And yes, I know that Nigerians also disappear. We have our own issues, but we don't try to paint it as if we don't have issues. We have a lot of issues and we don't hide it. In any case, I want to know what you guys think about Rwanda spending this $40 million on Arsenal sleeves, and let me know if seeing it on the sleeve has convinced you to go and visit Rwanda or not. You guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.